the role of the whiny little crybaby in Saving Private Ryan.
Just recently did a benefit. The Geffen Theater in Los Angeles did a benefit honoring a fellow from Walt Disney, Alan Horn, and Steve Martin. There was a lot of big, I didn't know, but there was a lot of big major Hollywood players in the audience. And they said, hey, would you come down? There's going to be a bunch of actors and they're going to just tell a story about backstage or behind the scenes. And I said, sure, sounds great. And I wrote this story about my experience on Saving Private Ryan, which was my very first film. I was 25 years old. I had no idea what I was doing. I'd never been to London. I'd never been to Europe, to the UK. I'd never been across the ocean like that. It was a lot of firsts. I was very excited. And then I met a man named Dale Dye. And this story I told was a horrifying story. Where this fella, Dale Dye, joined the Marine Corps in 1964. He had 31 combat missions, 2 Bronze Stars, a Purple Heart. This guy is a hard ass. And now he's a military advisor for films. And he's the guy who put the cast of Saving Private Ryan. Did you ever hear that story? They went through basic training, and then one night they said, this blows, let's not do this anymore. And they said, let's take a vote. And the only person to vote to stay was Tom Hanks. And they all went, all right, we'll stay too. Dale Dye, I came out and I'm all dressed up in World War II outfit. And everybody, all the background, they're all British military personnel. They're all dressed up in World War II outfits. Dale Dye comes strolling out and he starts setting his background. He goes, you, I want you over there by that building. You, go over there by that dead horse. And he comes to me and he says, you see that pile of bricks way at the end of that road? I want you on the other side of those. I said, oh, because someone had just told me, hey, stay right here. Steven Spielberg will be right here, and he'll tell you where he wants you to go. So I had my orders. So he says, yeah, I want you on the other side of those. And he turns around and said, I gotta stay here. He stops. He's dressed up in World War II outfit too. And he outranks me. Everybody who was there, all these guys I'd met that morning, and they're all nice fellas and really cool, they all go like this. Except one guy's doing this. This guy got in my face. Maybe you don't understand. I say what to do, and you do it. Over there. All I had to do was say, look, simple misunderstanding. I'm not background. I'm in the next scene. They told me to wait here with Steven Spielberg. And all I said was, like, stand right here. Now he's so close, I can feel every word on my face. We're gonna try this one last time. And if you don't do what I say, here's what's gonna happen. And all of a sudden Steven Spielberg comes out and goes, hey Nathan, great, come on over here, this is what we want you to do and this and that. And I look back and there's Dale Dye. I shit my pants. Pooped. So that's the only nightmare I had. That was a long story. I'm so sorry. That was the other thing.